Brian lived in the heart of a bustling city where his days were consumed by work, family, and the endless demands of modern life. One evening, after feeling particularly drained, he stumbled across an article highlighting the simple yet transformative benefits of a 30-minute daily walk. Curious and yearning for change, he decided to give it a try. The next morning, he laced up his sneakers and stepped outside just as the sun began to rise. At first, the walk felt uneventful, just one foot in front of the other. But as the days passed, something remarkable began to happen. Brian noticed his body feeling stronger, the gentle rhythm of walking helped his head a few extra pounds, and his doctor was thrilled to see his blood pressure inching back to healthier levels. The regular movement eased the stiffness in his joints, and he found his lungs with crisp morning air. His energy levels soared, and he no longer needed that second cup of coffee to power through his day. His heart, too, seemed to appreciate the change. Brian learned that walking improved cardiovascular health, reducing his risk of heart disease. Each step was like a quiet declaration of self-care, a promise to his future self. Beyond the physical perks, the walks became a sanctuary for Brian's mind. The rhythmic sound of his footsteps against the pavement was meditative, allowing his to clear the clutter from his thoughts. The simple act of observing his surroundings, the golden hues of a sunrise, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, the chirping of birds, brought a sense of peace he hadn't felt in years. Already, stress melted away during these walks. His worries seemed lighter when viewed against the backdrop of nature's beauty. His family even remarked on how much calmer and more cheerful he seemed. Brian discovered this benefits too. On his walks, he often bumped into neighbors he hadn't spoken to in years, rekindling old friendships and building a sense of community. The time became his sanctuary for reflection, a chance to mentally map out his goals or simply let his imagination wander. His creativity blossomed. Some of his best ideas for work and personal projects came to him during these strolls. He even began to cherish this time as an opportunity to listen to audiobooks and uplifting podcasts, turning his walks into a daily dose of inspiration. What started as an experiment had become a cheesyhead ritual. Brian's 30-minute walks weren't just a habit, they were a celebration of life. He often thought about how something so simple had brought such profound changes to his health, mindset, and relationships. On his 100th day of walking, he paused for a moment under a blooming jacaranda tree. Breathing in the fresh air and feeling his heart beat steadily in his chest, Brian smiled. This small act of self-care had become his greatest gift to himself, a daily reminder that the journey matters just as much as the destination. And so, step by step, he kept walking towards health, towards peace, and towards a brighter, more balanced life.